Welcome to the Motivational Talks podcast. In this 29th episode, I will talk about life being a grind and is filled with adversities and why you must endure and overcome them. I hope you find this message empowering. On this podcast, I discuss real-life topics and struggles some people encounter. This YouTube channel, although small, has been getting lots of views lately, but some viewers are not subscribing. If you like the content and message of Be Empowered Media, please consider subscribing to this channel for more motivational content. Let's get started. Let's get one thing straight right from the start. Life is not a freaking fairy tale. It's not a perfectly curated highlight reel you see on social media, filled with effortless victories and constant fake smiles. There's no free ride or free lunch in this freaking world. We live in a give and get world. In other words, if you want something, you must be willing to give something up. That is the essence of how this world operates. That narrative is a lie. It's a shiny, feel-good fantasy designed to sell you something. And if you buy into it, you're setting yourself up for a world of disappointment. The hard truth is, life is a grind, a relentless, often boring, and sometimes brutally hard grind. It's the daily work no one sees. It's the alarm blaring at 5 a.m. when your body is screaming for more sleep. It's the sheer force of will it takes to put your feet on the floor and start another day. It's pouring your soul into a project for months, only to see it completely fall apart. It's the rejection email after 100 applications. It's the feeling of being completely ignored. The responsibilities, the bills, the endless to-do lists, they stack up like a mountain. And some days it feels like you're barely clinging to the edge. This isn't a pessimistic take. It's just reality. The sooner you get your head around this, the sooner you can stop being a victim of circumstance and start being a warrior of it. Because here's the thing. You are going to get knocked down. That's not a possibility. That's a guarantee. It's the one constant in a world of variables. It could be a crushing failure at work, a business that goes belly up, or a dream that shatters into a million pieces. It could be a heartbreaking end to a relationship that leaves you feeling like a ghost of who you once were. Or it could be something much simpler, a series of small, frustrating setbacks that chip away at your motivation until you feel like you have nothing left. These moments aren't some cosmic test to see if you're worthy. They're just the friction of living. They're the heavy weights that are meant to build your strength, not break your spirit. When you're in the middle of it, that little voice in your head will start talking. It'll tell you that you're not good enough, that you should just give up and go home. That voice is a liar. It's the voice of comfort, the siren call of complacency. And if you listen to it, it will keep you small and weak forever. You have to learn to silence it. Adversity isn't an exception to the rule, it's the rule itself. It's the constant, low-grade fever that you have to learn to function with, to operate through. Think about any story you've ever loved. The hero isn't the one who had an easy life. The hero is the one who faced dragons, who endured impossible odds, who lost everything and still found a way to fight on. You are the hero of your own story. And a hero without a struggle is just a person. The struggle is what makes you legendary. It's the fire that burns away the weakness, leaving behind only the pure, unyielding resolve. So when that adversity comes, don't flinch. Don't hide from it. Don't pretend it's not happening. Look it dead in the eye and say, "Is that all you've got?" Because that wall that you see blocking your path, it's not a wall. It's a ladder. Every single obstacle is a rung, an opportunity to get stronger, to learn a new skill, to gain a new perspective. The pain you feel isn't a sign that you're broken. It's a sign that you're alive, that you're pushing past your limits. And that's exactly where true growth happens. The secret to this entire journey isn't to avoid the hard times. The secret is to welcome them, to understand on a deep, fundamental level that they are the very things that will give you depth, character, and an unbreakable spirit. When you've been through hell and back, a little heat doesn't scare you anymore. When you faced your biggest fears, the smaller ones feel like nothing more than annoying gnats. Your ability to endure is not some special gift. It's a muscle, just like the ones in your arms and legs. And like any muscle, it needs to be worked. It needs to be strained, torn down, and rebuilt stronger than before. That only happens when you put yourself in tough situations. So you must endure. Endure the long days that feel like they'll never end. Endure the sleepless nights filled with worry. Endure the rejections and the failures. Endure the crushing loneliness and the self-doubt that creeps in when you're alone with your thoughts. Endure it all, because on the other side of that endurance is victory. And victory isn't about winning an award or getting a promotion. True victory is looking in the mirror and knowing you didn't quit. It's about the quiet satisfaction of knowing you stood your ground when every single cell in your body was telling you to run away. It's about knowing you are forged from a different kind of steel, the kind that doesn't bend, the kind that holds fast in the most violent storms. Overcoming adversity isn't a single event. It's not a magical moment where everything suddenly gets better. It's a process. It's the daily, often painful choice to keep going when you don't want to. It's the small, almost insignificant acts of discipline that build your fortress brick by brick. It's about finding the purpose in the pain, the lesson in the loss, and the strength in the struggle. This right here is the real work of life. Not the goals, not the achievements. The real work is in the moments when it's hardest to breathe, when you feel like you're at the end of your rope. That's when you finally find out who you really are. That's when the hero inside of you finally emerges. And I'm telling you, that hero is in there. Don't you dare let it stay hidden. In closing, life is a relentless grind, not a smooth journey. It's filled with unglamorous, hard work that requires constant effort and perseverance. And anyone who tells you otherwise is selling you a fantasy. Adversities are an unavoidable part of this grind. They are not random punishments, but instead are the essential friction that tests your limits and forges your character, making you stronger and more resilient than before. The key to navigating life is not to avoid these hard times, but to face them head-on and endure. Every setback, every moment of pain is an opportunity to build the mental and emotional muscle you need to overcome future challenges. This process of enduring adversity builds a kind of strength that cannot be bought or faked. It's a quiet inner resolve that comes from knowing you survived the storm and didn't quit when things got difficult. So don't just survive, thrive in the chaos. Embrace the grind, welcome the struggle, and understand that every single obstacle that crosses your path is a chance for you to become the unstoppable person you were always meant to be. Thank you for listening to this podcast today, and please remember to subscribe to this channel for more motivational content.